Hi everyone, this is Zephy from I'm Zephy and I Love to Scrap, and this is part 2 of the Ballerina Matchbox. I'm using a Graphic 45 Ballerina from Nutcracker Suite. I love the paper line. I've had such fun creating with it this Christmas. This Matchbox is for a lady that wants to gift it to someone, so I'm busy making this for her. So I thought I'd do it live on Ustream. Okay. I'm not very happy with this section over here. You can see the seam a tiny little bit, so I'm thinking I don't like that. Can you see? And I should have actually seen that before I started, but this is what I am. So what we'll do is we will just cover it with some ribbon. And I don't like using hot glue for the ribbon because it's bulky and you can see it sometimes, so I'm just putting some Orleans there. Where is my pokey tool? Here it is. There we go. And as soon as this Orleans dries, I'm just mushing it down so that there's no lines on the ribbon. Can you see? Just make sure it's straight. Just added a little bit of ribbon there so it just covers that up. And now I want to put a bit of tulle around it. Just like a swag of tulle. Oh, and then I wanted to do one more thing and I forgot. I want to emboss the back quickly, and that's really stupid. Should have done that before, but I think it's good. Just to give it an extra layer of interest, I emboss with silver embossing powder on the back here, so that there's one more layer under the tulle and a little bit more interest for the eye and so forth. And because this stamp has got black on it, I just want to quickly see that nothing comes off. Okay, I just use some watermark ink, and we'll use some Sheena silver embossing powder. just to add another layer of interest. The more layers you have, the more interesting your product will look. So don't be afraid to layer stuff. I must just be careful now that my things don't get... Just quickly heat embossing it. Okay. Okay, what's happened now, it's heated up my beads. I should have done this before I started putting on the stuff. But I'm sure it will be fine, it will survive. This is the wrong thing. Here's the bottom. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do now is put this little bit of tulle around it, and just to add a little bit more interest and stuff. So I just eyeball the tulle a little bit wider than my box. Like so. And I've got these little ribbon thingamajiggies from Shavalicious. It's a Zibbet store. So it's just going to come on here, and I just thread it through there. Okay. Okay, it's a little bit... It's well worth the effort, girls and boys. I'm just pulling it in, just gently, because this is tulle, it's not very strong, okay? And I'm off camera half the time, I know. Okay, and I want to bring it to here, to just there. So Okay, so I'm going to just anchor it down here with some hot glue, a nice big blob of hot glue. Okay, and then I'm going to cut the rest off. Just cut it, can you see? So you have that. Can you see how nice the embossing looks underneath it? I cut it just a slightly bit wider than the box. Okay, I think we can put the ballerina on. I'm not even going to use pop dots because there's this volume underneath here, so I'm using this, and now this obviously has just run out of glue. Damn, at the most crucial moment. I mean, Murphy's Law. Okay. So there we go. I didn't put a feather behind it. Let's still add that. This one's dirty. Okay, all you do now is just a little bit of heat will lift this up just a tiny bit so we can add some feather. Don't need a lot, just a tiny bit to just give it a little bit of movement. You see how it just adds some movement to her. I'm wondering if I should put a little bit underneath here. Just a tiny bit more. That piece isn't wanting to go anywhere. Okay girls, now you see what you do when you make an error. You must remember that your tulle is synthetic, so it can melt, so be careful. I've lifted it just enough to put this piece of feather in here without it showing from the back. It's very important that it doesn't show from the back, so it can still look neat from the back. And there we go. already. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I love and leave you. Keep well. I'll be making some Easter boxes, so stay tuned. Keep well. Bye.